Hello, right, this is my video based on the question, do I believe that the owners are the right owners to take West Ham to the next level? And in my opinion, no they're not. They've spent decent money over the last two summer windows, which have put us in better positions than we have been. And the proof will be in the pudding this season, because we still finished mid-table last season and didn't do too well, i.e. cup runs last season. They've I'm not fans of them because in my opinion, they've lied through their back teeth in regards to the stadium move. They've been really unprofessional throughout their years. It's only really recently they've started to put their hands in their pockets and buy decent players. So maybe if you say, oh, they hire Pellegrini's, therefore we've signed better players. But for me, I just don't trust them. There's just something about them that I don't like. I didn't like all the stuff I was hearing about when they, owned Birmingham, etc., etc. Don't have much time for them. I don't like the fact they own the club. It's a lack of class they've got for me. I don't have much pride saying that they own the club. I'd like to get them out. I'd like to get bought out by richer business people and go from there. So if they keep it up and we achieve something, then yeah, I can't really talk, because probably in the pudding and we will be in a better position than we will be before. But for me, I don't think this will last, and I hope we get taken over soon, because I don't think they'll take us to next level. Just my opinion, could be wrong. Prove me wrong. Fair play. Come on,
Do
you
we have the right owners to take us to the next level? I say sure. I think this question's divisive when a lot of people ask it, but West Ham are on the right track now. We have a good manager. We have a world-class stadium. We have young players in the team. We have a strong first team. We have a lot of people pushing for first team action. And as of right now, we're pushing for European football. I think the answer is yes. If you say no, I understand that. I understand that there's a bit of tension between the fan base and the ownership group for what's happened in the past. However, moving forward, there's been progress made. Again, Pellegrini was a massive step. Investing in players like Goncalo Cardoso over the likes of, let's say an older player looking for one last go in the Premier League, like Gary Cahill at Crystal Palace. I would rather go for the younger players, build towards the future, try and hit a diamond in the rough like we have with Manuel Lanzini, who again was a pickup from our ownership group. I think we have the owner group, the manager and the players to take this team to the next. So I vote yes.
Barry here. Question is, do we have the right owners to take us forward to the next level? Well, they are showing their worth at the moment, aren't they? They've invested in the team and they've got the right man for the job. A bloke who's a winner, in my book, Mr. Pellegrini. He knows how a winning club should work and run. So to lead the ship, and obviously they have chats together, don't they? They've invested in him. He wants that competition for places. They've got that now. I think they could have a better couple. But, they're spending money. We've got a striker now that knows where the box is, and the 6-yard box actually passes and moves into the box. I think it's awesome. So at the moment, you've got to say, yeah, there they are. I think they could do the right thing. They are doing the right thing and taking us to the next level. So they've turned it around. They had a shaky start. They've listened to our protest and and have changed their attitude. So you've got to say, well done to the board.
In regards to if I think our owners could take us to the next level, I'm still very 50-50 about this. I think since they brought in Pellegrini, they have shown some willing in terms of putting their hands in their pockets, so to speak, and bringing in some good players like Haller and Henderson and whatnot. I think the manager had more to do with that than the owners, if I'm honest. I think it must have been one of his conditions when he joins, that he had say and he would get support and he would get money. So, but it's good. I mean, it is an improvement on what we've previously had, so that is good. But in terms of the next level, we need a lot more investment. I mean, there is a lot more still to do, but it's not a quick thing. And I do think we have improved over the last season or two, which is good. The stadium, that is a massive issue. If I'm being personally honest, I'm not even sure we can move to the next level while we still have to rent, beg, steal, borrow, and everything else in regards to the LLDC or E20 or whoever the heck currently owns that stadium. That for me is the biggest issue. I don't think we can truly move forward in any respect until we own that stadium or we are in sole control, and then we can look for investment, then we can look for a sponsor for our stadium, that kind of thing. So at the moment I think we're about as good as we can get. I mean, more investment will hopefully keep coming in and we'll keep improving our players and move up the table, but I do think we'll always be at a cusp where we're a bit stuck, to be honest, and we'll never truly make that next step. So we will see. Hopefully I will be proven wrong.
Do we have the right owners to take us to the next level? It's a difficult question. It depends on what your term of next level is. If you said 4 or 5 years ago, if they got the money to take us to the next level, and that next level was top 10 competing for the top 6, then you would say yes, they do have the money to take us to the next level. But as always, you can't be stagnant. You have to be continually going forward. And as such, our aim should now be 8th to, even this season, it should be 8th to 4th. And do I think Golden Sullivan have got the money to compete for that? No, I don't think they have. I think the Premier League provided us and a lot of clubs now with a lot of money. And the money they thought they were going to generate from the stadium now is irrelevant. I don't think they've got the finances for it. Obviously, they've got the finances to make us stable where we are. We've seen in the last 3 windows that we've continually broken our previous transfer record. But that being said, do I think they've got the money to push us on to a top 6 team? No, I don't think they can financially sustain it for a long period of time. I think for them, it's a case of waiting to either buy a stadium, and then from buying the stadium, they can sell the club to someone at a lot more money, whether that's Qatar, Dubai, America. There's people out there with lots of money that always want Premier League teams, and it's for them, it's not always an investment, it's more like a plaything for these multi-billionaires. And I think for us to maybe push on to that next gap, they've got to look to sell someone like that, because I don't think they've personally got the finances to do it. So for me, can Golden Sullivan take us to the next level? It's a no. It's a no from me, I'm afraid.